us on our socials, there's a link there to come join us on our Zoom, because the main the social will stop after 30 minutes. So after 30 minutes, the broadcast on our social media will no longer be here. It will be directed to our Zoom link. So click the Zoom link and come join us. How's everybody doing? First important mission today, right now, is can everybody turn on your cameras? Come on, turn on your cameras. I want to see everybody's face. Thank you so much for being here on Sunday with us. Sunday here in Malaysia. I'm not sure what time and where everybody is, but Sunday here in Malaysia. I hope everybody's doing fine. I hope everybody's ready for more input into the brain, and hopefully we can, take it further. Now, I have been interacting, we as speakers have been interacting, sharing our insights with all of you. Today, I would love for you to share back with us first before we continue. The main reason why I want to do this is one of the mountains everyone seems to be asking is, media and the arts and entertainment. How can I influence the young? How can I change, get my message across to them? One of the ways is not hiding behind a mute screen. Come forth, come speak to us. I want to see your faces. I want to hear your voices. I want to know, what do you do? All right. Share with us, what do you do, so that the speakers can understand more. Maybe we can cater the message more towards what you need, because we know more about you. So therefore, if you could, turn on your mic, introduce yourself. We're taking a moment right now just to get to know each other better, because I think after 2 days, we can consider each other friends, right? Right? Yes? Good. I'm trying to see if anyone reacts. Okay, I see Peter putting a thumbs up. Judy, you're awesome. Tracy turning on her fan. I like it. Michelle, hello, how are you? How's everyone else doing? Brisbane, all right. Kiora's from Brisbane. Did I pronounce your name? Oh, sorry. Kiora joining from Brisbane. Johan Kiora, is that your full name? Or is Kiora somewhere in Brisbane? You got to help me here, Johan.
Yeah, it's hello. Kia ora is hello.
Oh, kia ora is hello in Maori.
That's it.
Kia ora back to you. Did I say that right?
Spot on.
Nice, nice. Okay, Johan, can you share? You know all the 7 mountains that we've been discovering so far. Okay. What do you think is your toughest mountain to climb, to summit?
Yeah, that's a great question. There's a lot of them that I don't know fully.
Yep.
Yet the one that I've enjoyed going over is our spirituality and how that factors into our growth.
Right. Spirituality. And I'm sure a lot of people here can agree with you. We struggle with that every day. It's the toughest thing. It's the biggest challenge put before us to find the right balance, I believe, of spirituality and being ourselves and moving forward and incorporating it into everything. Cool. Johan, thank you so much.
Okay.
Before you mute your mic, is there anything that you would love the speakers to address to help you with that?
Regardless of what type of religious background one has.
Yep.
How does that apply within the entrepreneurial game? Because of the balance between being successful and driving sales,
right,
between a spiritual person.
Is it a sin to make money? No,
not
it's not.
to make money, definitely not. Not in my opinion, anyway.
Right. It's not.
However,
It's not.
there's always a balance, right?
Yep. Finding that balance is the toughest one. Thank you so much, Johan. Thank you so much for sharing. Everyone else who's just joining, thank you so much for coming in. Once again, if you are joining us live on our socials, please, we're only live for 30 minutes. After that, we are going straight into our Zoom link. It's going to Seven Mountains. It's our third day, Seven Mountains of Influence. It's going to go all the way to 9 p.m. So please don't miss out, because we've got amazing lineup of speakers ready to share their insights to conquer a few more mountains today, including politics and government, which for those of you who are in Malaysia, it's happening right now because there is an election cycle going around for the we call it Adun, but it's more of the state elections that is happening here in Malaysia. So yeah, that could be an interesting mountain to climb. Everyone else on Zoom, how's everyone doing? My father's home, how's everyone? Are y'all okay? Yes, I hope they are. Once again, I want to hear from you. What is your toughest mountain so far? In your own opinion, that in your life, what's the toughest mountain that you are facing? Please turn on your mic, share. I would love to hear. Tracy, may I know from you, what's your toughest mountain?
Hi, JJ.
Hi, Tracy.
Oh, my first question is JJ stands for what?
You see Johan up there? That's my first J. It's Johan. The second one is a German one, which is Jochen, Jochen.
Okay,
So it's Johan
good.
Jochen. I stick to JJ because not many Malaysians can pronounce it, and they butcher my name. I've been called Jo Chen. I've been called Cho San. I've been called all kinds of interesting things. So I stuck with JJ. So that's why it's that I call myself JJ. But Tracy, what's your toughest mountain?
I would want to say my easiest, okay, because I'm an educator.
Right. So
at the moment, I'm still teaching in a refugee school twice a week. All right.
Brilliant.
So I'm interested to know actually more what you all have to offer regarding, being an influencer,
right?
Education. At the same time, I was learning more about this chat, GPT.
Yep.
And the Bard and the Bing. So that widened my knowledge a bit because my students are into it. They're taking up ICT for IGCSE. You see.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So yeah, they're taking ICT. So they're quite familiar with the, with this more than a teacher. Okay?
Right.
So my toughest would be this ICT thingy about this chat, GPT. So I'm quite enlightened regarding this because Simon shared quite a lot on it.
And he's going to share some more today.
Yeah. Okay. The others, I would say I know a bit of each.
Which is good.
General knowledge.
Which is good. I mean, it's a starting point. It's a good foundation to have general knowledge, at least of all seven mountains, all right? Yeah. And then we try to conquer it all, because all seven mountains, if you truly believe it, don't work in silos. They somehow intersect with each other, as long as we understand how we can leverage on our strengths on certain mountains and where we lack in certain mountains. As long as we can bring it together, I'm sure we can conquer it all together. So thank you so much for sharing.
Another
Tracy.
point is the AI thingy.
Yes.
I'm just wondering whether AI will conquer the world and take our place as educators. But I think there is a limit to it. Of course, it's beneficial.
Yep.
But for them to for robots to take over, I don't think it's a no-no for me. Okay.
I don't. I agree with you. I don't think robots will take over. But when it comes to educators, I think educators are going to be the people providing the data for the robots to use. I want that to happen. So if like educators like you start creating more blog posts and content that you provide online, where the AI can go and study and then provide the answer, I think then the answers will be good. So there is still a space for everyone, as long as you learn how to adapt and pivot and fill up the platform, like, fill up information that you want out there on the internet so that AI can use it.
Yeah, another thing is, JJ, I don't know whether Simon can share with us, since he's a Google insider,
Yes, Google
how
Insider.
this AI, I mean the chat GPT, can get all this information within seconds.
So you want to know
who did it? Is it a
how
programmer?
ChatGPT gets these answers within seconds.
Yeah.
We will get either Simon or Ching Yu to answer that specifically for you. All right.
Okay.
But
thank
Tracy,
you so
thank
much.
you so much for sharing. And just a little insight, I straight away feel a connection with you because my parents are educators too. My late
Okay.
father was a teacher as well. So that's how I was
Alright.
like, oh, thank you so much for
You're
being an
welcome.
awesome person. Thank you, Tracy.
Alright.
Thank you so much for
Yeah.
sharing.
Thank you too. Bye.
All right.
God bless.
Anyone else who wants to join? I'm speaking to everyone on social media watching right now. Please join us in the link. All right. Just click the link and come join us on our Zoom session. And everyone in Zoom, yes, it's the third day. Yes, your friends missed out on 2 days, but that doesn't mean they cannot come join us. So ask them to come on in and come join us straight away. And Joshua wrote there, my cousin also teaching refugees every week. Nice one. Nice one. Peter, becoming a motivational speaker, not necessarily the toughest mountain, but definitely a challenge and a great opportunity at the same time. 100%, Peter. Peter, I'm going to put you on the spot. I want you to turn on your mic. There's no better time to start than the present. So tell me, Peter, what inspires you every day? All of a sudden, I can't hear you. Am I the only one?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good question. But I mean, when it comes right down to it, I'm a father. I have a child who is, well, he's not a child anymore. He's actually a grown adult, but he's a special needs son. And he's what motivates me. He's what actually makes me strive to I guess better myself every day. Personal development, aspire to doing a lot more with my life rather than just simply going through all the motions and just doing everyday things. I like to think that I'm able to actually achieve a lot while I'm here. So yeah, my son is the main inspiration, but at the end of the day, I have the motivational speaking as part of something that I've kind of done in the past with various things, teaching in various roles, not in terms of educational, but
Right.
other areas.
Yeah.
And it's always something that I've knew that I wanted to do in the future in a bigger scale.
Thank you so much, Peter. And I think you can, because you're doing the right thing. If you want to be a motivational speaker, you got to tap in true emotions. You're tapping in your true experience, and that a lot of people can relate to that. I totally understand it. And when you tap into that part of you, people will be drawn to you, especially people who are going through the same emotions or going through the same situation and cannot understand it. And on the flip side of that, by you sharing your insights, people who are not going through it gets a better picture of it. I kind of understand it because my son, who turned 16 yesterday, today, my son, today is the 30th, right? I'm losing track of days. Okay, my son turned 16 today, and he is on the spectrum. And I've learning how to communicate with him. I'm still learning every day. And by you sharing your insights, I could learn a tip or two from you. So please, don't hold back. Start today. Keep doing it, man. I'm very sure you can. By just you speaking, and I'm sure everyone agrees. If you agree, please click yes there, because click yes in the comments, because I want Peter to be inspired to go out and speak more, because I truly believe that you have a message to share to the world. Thank you so much, Peter.
Thanks, JJ.
Welcome. All right. So once again, please share that link. Share that link with everybody. I know it's the last day. They've missed out on 2 days, but it's okay. Better late than never, right? So share that link. Call more people in. Call the friends who was busy on Friday, was busy on Saturday, but now on Sunday just sitting around going, I don't know what to do. Well, come join us on the 7 Mountains of Influence so that they can learn something new, acquire new knowledge, spread good news, bring themselves up to a better position. All right. So once again, let's go on to the crowd here. How's everybody doing? I want to know, what is your toughest mountain? What is the mountain that makes you go, I find that most challenging? Everything else I find easy, but that particular mountain, I still don't know how to conquer. It can be anything. Anyone free to come up and say hello? And please turn on your cameras. I want to see everyone's face. I know later on, in case, you know, you want to eat something and you're shy, you want to turn off your camera. I totally understand that. But this is why I implore you to turn on the camera, because I'm staring at a camera and I don't know whether the camera is happy or sad, because I'm talking to you and I'm trying to connect with you through a lens. If you do not turn on your camera, the speakers can't connect. We can teach, but teaching, one part of teaching is connecting. So I do wish and I hope y'all can turn on your camera, because I want to see your faces so that we can connect. The speakers can connect with you. We can give you the energy that we want to give you better by seeing your reaction. Even your little smile makes our day, gives us inspiration to like, that's a good point. They like that. Let me expand that more, you know? Or if you give us a face of like slight confusion, then we're like, they don't know. Let me expand more on that. You know what I mean? So by you interacting just visually with us will help us better to be better speakers and to deliver the best content for you. So please do so, okay? Right now, if you can, turn on your cameras and just come speak to me. What's the toughest mountain? Once again, I do not want to call people out and put people in this like on the spot and they're like, I want you to do this, because one of the mountains I'm going to cover today, arts and entertainment. And everyone here I know is here because you want to get your message out. You have something you want to share with the world. But if you're afraid to just take the first step and speak, if you're so afraid to turn on your camera, I do understand. But how about this? Come speak to me. Turn on your mic right now and tell me the toughest mountain that you have. Who's willing to help me out here? Don't leave JJ all by himself, because I'm going to take this moment to take a drink. Oh, how are you, Vincent? Thank you so much for joining us. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone? I am going to call people. I don't want to be a school teacher. No offense to you, Tracy. I don't want to be a school teacher, but I'm going to call the registry and invite someone up to speak. I would love for, let's see, someone with their cameras off to try and speak. Let's see. Kevin, are you here? Kevin? Just your mic. I just want to hear your voice. Kevin. Oh, which Kevin? Kevin Gabriel. How many Kevins are there? My bad. Okay, Kevin Gabriel. What's your toughest mountain? What's the toughest?
Quite sure. I think it's just my toughest mountain is myself.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
And you know what's that mountain in a way? That mountain is spirituality and family. Because I know we mentioned family as in a huge unit, but each individuals matter. So I guess that's your toughest mountain. And how can we help as speakers? How can we help you with that?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I think I have got to just listen and think about it a bit more. And
Right.
I'm hoping that in the course of today, maybe, hopefully, I can ask the specific question that I need to ask.
God willing, you will. And I share my insights on how I learn better. What I do is, yeah, as you can see, and it's obvious to everyone, JJ likes to talk, and JJ likes to talk a lot. But I do enjoy listening too. And when I speak, when I share my opinions, it's not in the way that I'm saying my opinion is better than yours. I'm just trying to share my opinion. And the funny part is I enjoy opposing opinions because it helps refine my point of view. So at the moment, my opinion is blunt. I always believe my opinion is not sharp enough. By having opposing ideas or speaking to people, like-minded people, I get to refine my points of views, my ideas, my thoughts, me. I get to refine myself. So the biggest thing that you can do for yourself is communicate, speak to people, talk to one another, find a confidant. It's great to have someone that you can spill your heart out and have no judgment come back to you, because that burden sometimes you carry too heavily on your shoulders, and that brings doubt, brings all the negativity, doesn't help you to connect with the 7 mountains as well. So hopefully, Kevin, hopefully what I'm saying to you resonates in a way, and God willing, you get the right question today, and you get your light, and you get to share your light with others and spread that goodwill.
Thank you, JJ.
Most welcome, Kevin. Thank you so much for sharing the screen with me. All right, let's see. Anyone else before we go? I know everyone is excited. Everyone is ready to learn. And I can see the next speaker is just ready to go as well. I'm going to give one last person a chance, because remember, like I said, as soon as you speak, it helps. All right. Put your intentions out there, what you wish to learn, what you wish to acquire when it comes to knowledge. Put it out there, and the speakers will hear you and we can come and help you. So anyone else, or do I have to be a school teacher again? Okay, school teacher JJ is here. Class is in session. I shall be, is someone with that? Paley, Dr. Paley. Dr. Paley, what is your toughest mountain?
I guess for now, my toughest mountain is the government mountain. Yeah. Being in the spiritual mountain where we are full of integrity and knowing that, government politics is dirty. How can we combine these two?
I understand. And you know what's I'm going to say something that might be tricky. Like I said, we're going to refine each other's points of view. I don't think government and politics are dirty. All right. It's like a car. A car is not a bad thing. How you use it, the people driving the car, is the people who is either bad or good. Now, I believe each and every one of us as a society can influence the driver. And I guess that's the best thing to do. You know what? Find a way to influence the driver, so that I guess today we'll find out how we influence the driver. But Doctor, thank you so much for sharing. And thank you so much for organizing this and helping us as well, and helping each other. Can everyone say thank you, Doctor, in the comments? Please. I know she's saying no. Everyone
Bring up for wanting to make a difference.
You are Dr. Paley. Thank you, Dr. Paley. And for everyone who's watching on social media, the live stream is going to end soon, because we are going straight into the Zoom session. Come on down, speak to us in Zoom, ask us any question. Yes, it's free. Just click the link and come see us. And the speakers are ready, because the next mountain we're going to cover is by a man who yesterday made everyone's mind blown with the possibilities of AI and what it can do. And he's got more. So please put your hands together for Simon. Yeah. Okay, that's my over drama. Back to you.
It's okay, DJ JJ. Actually, do the same thing because in my past life, I used to speak on the stage and we need to get people excited. And, as an MC as well, which I've done for a few different summit events, you just have to get that energy up. So, some old habits just can't be taken away. But it's all good, right? Because it is actually something of a different skill, something of a different era, something of a different industry that's being brought on just to make all of us so much better. Do you agree? If you agree, type in yes inside the comments, because that's what this is all about. That's what the 7 Mountains is all about. That's what iSummit is all about. That's what our communities is all about. It's all about bringing the best of the world across all walks of life together for a very common goal, a common goal of improving each other, achieving freedom, making everyone's life so much better because, hey, at the end of the night, we know that we deserve it and so much more. Is that right? Awesome. So one thing that I do want to piggyback off of is what JJ and Paley were just talking about. You see, the difference between good and evil is not a certain thing. It's not the government. Some people might say money is evil. Well, it can be evil if you use it for the wrong things. If you have the wrong perception about it. If you think, I want to be greedy and I want to stab other people in the back to climb the corporate ladder or to screw someone over, for lack of better terms, in businesses, just so that you can have much more privileges and benefits for yourself, more financial rewards for yourself. I'm sure we can all agree that that is a negative way, an evil way to think about money. As we all know and probably agree, when it comes to greed, is probably one of the most evil things anyone can do, because there's no stopping what someone would do if they had that mindset to get what they want. But let's be real. Money is a means to a way of survival. If you want to change lives, you cannot do it without money. If you want to help others, you cannot do it without money. In our communities, we strive for things like helping the poor when there are disasters that happen and they need donations. If we want to feed the hungry, if we want to build schools, take care of starving children around the world, are these things free? If you don't have money, how can you make the world a better place? If you don't have money, how can you invest in yourself, invest in your business, invest in your kids, your family, so that they know that they can also take what they learned, what they've been blessed with, and continue to pay that forward? None of that can be done without money. But the difference is that now your intention is to use that money for good. Does that make sense? So it's not about the actual product itself. It's about your mentality. It's about you as a person. How would you use the power of AI? We were talking to many people yesterday who were saying, oh, I am afraid of AI. Some people say, well, will I get replaced? Are the tools going to replace my jobs? Is it going to replace my skills and my tasks? You don't need to be afraid of it if you don't want to, but the reality is that if you do not get ahead of it, if you stay where we are without educating yourself on that, AI can potentially be used for evil. It can use to replace you and your ability to work, ability to survive. It can be in the hands of people who want to ruin other people's lives, create fake videos, and misrepresent you in your likeness, in your voice, as if you're speaking and saying things that you don't say or you haven't spoken about. That would be an example of using AI for evil. But hopefully, if you are like me, if you are like JJ, Qingyu, and everyone within our community, your intention for AI is to use it for good. You want this to help others. You want to educate others. You want to improve their lives. You want to improve your own life, as well as those that you love, your family, your relatives, your loved ones. So knowing and understanding the tool itself, the product itself, knowing and understanding how to use it is the first step of making sure that we can bring the goodness into the world so that we can positively shine what it deserves to be, shine in a bright light in the way that it's intended to, the way that even if it wasn't the original intention, the way that we swerve it is to make sure that we find the good in the people. We find the good in the opportunities. We find the good in the technology, and we spread that positivity to the world. Are you with us when it comes to spreading love and positivity? If you are, type in the word love inside of the comments. Yes, makes sense, says Peter. Gives us greater choices, says Johan. Financial freedom can give you more time and energy to help family, friends, or people who need a helping hand. And that is what this community is all about. That is what our leaders are all about. If you take a look at the ticker beneath you, you will see that we have an iSummit Business Mastery Program. But it's not just something that we offer to anybody. It's something that we need to have a conversation with you on. We need to make sure that our visions align, that we're talking the same language, not just the language of English or whatever other actual language there is, but the language as in our intentions. Are we singing the same song? Are we dancing to the same beats? Do we have the same message that not only we share ourselves, but also want to spread to the world? We need to have that connection prior to actually accepting anyone into this community, because once we are here, there's so much more that we will be able to educate on, so much more that we'll be able to share that is not capable, not humanly possible for us to do just in the form of 3 days. You need to make sure that you are along the same lines of what we believe in, share the same vision as us, in order for you to play a bigger part in our community. Because let me tell you, we already have our mission. We already have our visions. We already have our intentions. For one of our communities, it is to achieve freedom by changing lives around the world together. If our leaders do not share that same vision, if all they want is to make money for themselves, they don't care about helping others, they don't care about achieving freedom for others as well, then it's not the right fit. This is the same thing. This is our intention to ensure that those whom we accept into our communities, we talk to you first. We need to align. So if you want a free bonus session, a strategy session, I encourage you to go right now to isummitmastery.com/now. Go there right now, isummitmastery.com/now, and pre-register for what it is that we have for you. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be educational, even more eye-opening, mind-blowing than what we've shared so far. And at the end of the night, we want to make sure that your intention is also to do this for good, and also to ensure that we will do this together in the best possible way. Are we on board with that? If you are, type in yes inside of the comments. We also got a lot of love from Ivy, Jaco, Johan, Peter, Pui. Thank you very much. And of course, we are on board, says Johan, Peter, and Rosalina as well. Now, just out of curiosity, how many of you actually joined us over the past few days? If today is your first day joining us, your first day, welcome, by the way. But if this is your first day, type in the number 1 inside of the comments. If this is your second day, whether you joined us on only day 1 and then day 3, or only day 2 and then day 3, type in the number 2 inside of the comments. If this is your 3rd day and you've been with us this entire time, congratulations. Good job. We're proud of you. Type in the number 3 inside of the comments. So we're seeing some 1s, we're seeing some 3s. Awesome. And Alina's been with us the entire time. Tracy as well. Jacob, Michelle, welcome, Ivy. First day joining us, and I believe it was it Mark Pui joining us for the first time here today, just to give you a quick summary of what we've talked about over the last couple of days. Oh man, where do we begin, right? Mind blown over many different statistics, real actual statistics, not just, hey, let's do some fear mongering around here. Let's try to get people scared about AI. In fact, that is the farthest of our intentions. The only thing that we do is we speak the truth. We share with you the facts. As they say, it is what it is. The reality of things right now is that on a skill set level, a lot of different AI tools are doing things that replaces human jobs. They're doing a lot of things that basically do better than how humans actually perform as well. That's just the reality of things. We saw CEOs that fired 90% of their staff and replaced them with AI. We saw a CEO himself who got fired as well, got replaced by AI, and the company stocks climbed. This is the reality of things. We see people who leverage AI to generate content, make money from it, sell art, win painting contests. Now there are tools out there that replace teachers, that replace tutors. Now, I did notice that we had 1 or 2 teachers here as well. We're not saying that teaching is necessarily going to be obsolete, but just to let you know, software, apps, they already exist where the market is choosing them because it's cheaper, because it's more convenient to them, because they prefer to learn through technology. Now, whether or not we will all completely replaced, that's not the goal here. That's not part of the conversation. What is part of the conversation is that it has begun. Where it will go, nobody knows. Nobody knows unless you're like ChatGPT and you can predict the future sometimes. The reality, though, is that if we don't do anything about it, it's heading towards that direction. It is absolutely heading towards that direction. The good news, though, is, as we've mentioned, where there are problems, where there are questions, where there are potential roadblocks, there's also opportunity. Write that down. Opportunity. The opportunity for you to learn the skill so that you don't need to be a copywriter who's out of the job now because AI can write better copy faster than you. You don't have to be a graphic designer who is now out of the job because people can generate professional looking art in just a few seconds. You don't have to be a video editor who can no longer get any work because videos are being generated automatically. Same thing with programmers, same thing with website designers, same thing now with even internet marketing skills such as SEO. Most things can and have already been automated. It's not, hey, this is what's going to happen. This is reality. It's already happening. You don't have to be scared of it. You don't have to let it repel you from what it is that you want to do. But just know that if you do not keep up with this, we will be far behind. Because the truth is, AI as a skill, learning how to prompt, talk to chatbots is a skill that is in very high demand right now. And there are companies that are willing to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars in salary just for one single person to have the skill. Netflix, they also have a job listing now where they are hiring an AI manager for $900,000 a year. Do you agree that if you don't have the skill, that you're falling behind? The truth of the matter is this. Whether you say, I don't see it, I don't think that it's necessary, I don't think or feel that it will replace me, I don't believe that this is the future, it's not about you. It's not about me. It's not about how we feel or what we believe in. It's about the facts. If you do not believe in it, somebody else who believes in it, they will learn the skill. They will invest in themselves, and they will be the ones who's getting the $500,000 to $100,000 to $1 million a year jobs. When you also have the same opportunity to do so, but hey, I don't believe in it. I don't think it's going to happen. So as they say, do you want to be rich or do you want to be right? If you want to be right, hey, all the power to you. We don't even need to say we need to be rich. But if you want that opportunity to take full advantage for you right here, right now, being at the right place and at the right time, there is no better place. There is no better time for you to grab this opportunity with both hands and ensure that you commit yourself to being in the best community. I might be biased, but yes, we are absolutely one of the best when it comes to being experts, knowledgeable, but more importantly, a caring community that cares about you as well as your success. So once again, iSummitMastery.com/now. Make sure that you book your session so that we can have that conversation with you. Now, I don't know how many of you were here yesterday as well. We also spent a lot of time talking about how to use AI tools to automatically generate content, to automatically do your marketing for you. In fact, we even gave some examples of how we were able to use AI to prove ChatGPT wrong, to prove AI wrong, the entire internet marketing industry wrong. We proved the so-called SEO experts wrong because everyone and their moms and their dogs and their pet hamsters were all saying it is impossible for you to get rankings on Google and YouTube, not unless you've been doing this for a while, not unless that content is weeks, months, even a year or older or longer. We showed that we can do it within a matter of hours. Sometimes we can even do it within a matter of minutes. This is what we do. We prove people who say that we cannot do something, we prove them wrong, and we say that not only is it possible, but we'll exceed that. Not only can we do it, we'll do it within minutes. You say that, oh no, the copywriting can't be possible. You can never replace the human touch. You can never replace the skill of an actual person that charges $10,000, $15,000, $25,000, sometimes USD, just to write professional copy. Their turnaround time, usually 1 to 2 weeks, depending on how much you pay them or how effective they are in working. Well, now we can ask ChatGPT, hey, can you write me a 1,000-word article on this topic? It's going to be promotional. It's going to be marketing. It's going to be in sales. Just write it. Here's more information. It literally spits out the entire thing within seconds. Within seconds. 500 words, okay. 1,000 words, no problem. 2,000, 5,000 words, 10,000 words, you got it. Yes, this is replacing real people with real content, real information that is 1,000% marketable and probably written in much better grammar and spelling and punctuation than even some of those professional copywriters. Everything about it is effective, powerful, and grammatically correct. That's how crazy the technology has become. And so in my session, not only did we demonstrate how to do all of that, but we also invited you to a 2-day event that we will be doing at the end of next month. So if you want to learn more about that, stay tuned because we will be sharing some additional information. But for those of you who are interested to learn more, maybe you missed the last 1 or 2 days. Maybe you somehow didn't have the opportunity to join us when we shared about this. The event is called AI Marketing Secrets, and it's going to be a 2-day live virtual workshop on the 25th and 26th of August, where we will spend 2 days with you, hands-on, live, interactive, to make sure that you will walk away with a business. Yes, Rosalina, automatically. Michelle says, I agree with the concerning AI. So ChatGPT can help us to translate the Bible into many local languages, which is currently an urgent need with the organization. Here's the amazing thing about AI, not just ChatGPT, because over the last couple of days, we also showed you, right? Bing also has an AI tool. Google also has an AI tool. ChatGPT also has an AI tool. And the beautiful thing about all of that is, yes, you can use AI in different languages. You can start typing in different languages. You can ask it to translate into different languages. With the knowledge of AI, I'm sure you can now imagine how if you've already previously thought that there was a huge opportunity, that opportunity just grew by 5x, 10x, 100x, depending on which and how many languages you want to expand into. So if you want to get into different products and services, education, spreading the word, anything that you essentially want to do, a lot of the tools that's being shared with you already allows you the opportunity to be able to do so. So if you're interested in a real hands-on training that will give you step-by-step the strategies, the skills that you need, don't miss the opportunity to join us for AI Marketing Insider Secrets. You will see Paley has just shared not just the information, but also the link for you to join us. Now, this special offer, just so that you know, is only available through until the end of this event. This is the lowest investment that you're ever going to see for this, because chances are it's going to go up. We're probably going to take away some of the bonuses as well. So what we want to invite you to do is to be a fast action taker. And if you know that this is what you want, this is what you need in your business, you want to use the power of AI for good. You want to use it for your own business. You want to use it to spread the word. You want to use it to help others. This is a community where we don't just end after the 2 days. Yes, it is a community where we will continue to support you. We will continue to work with you. We will continue to help you to get your results so that we can help others to do the exact same thing. That's AI Marketing Insider Secrets. Now, before we talk more about that, I do want to share with you that yesterday, in case you missed it, as well as the day before, we did a lot of live demos. How many of you enjoyed some of those live demos? If you did, type in live inside of the comments, because during those live demos, we showed you how as easily as just simply copying and pasting, you can create quality content. You can create information that is valuable to readers and viewers alike. We even showed you how within a matter of seconds, we generated content that was more than capable of getting first page rankings, both on Google as well as YouTube. And we're not just talking about videos. We're also talking about text content, websites, landing pages, blogs. We're talking about actual content that you can strive to achieve to get that maximum rankings. Now, of course, as some of you may or may not know, SEO, search engine optimization on its own, it's a completely different animal. Everyone who is a who's who in the internet marketing space, even to this day, will tell you that it is not possible to get those kinds of results and to get those kinds of rankings. However, as we mentioned, we like to prove them wrong And we've done so. We even shared with you just hours after we've created our blog yesterday, we already got page 1, number 1 ranking. You want to see some of those examples? We'll show you that in just a moment. But regardless of what you think your perception of SEO, or maybe you're already a student of ours, maybe you attended AI SEO, and maybe even you've gotten results for yourself. It was really funny because earlier today, it was just a few minutes ago, right before I got on. So I apologize. I haven't had the chance to reply, but Talk, one of the leaders within our community, our VP of virtual assistants. Basically, she was one of our success stories. She attended the class as a newbie, doesn't know anything about internet marketing, don't know how to do SEO, but before the class was over, she was able to get her video ranked onto the first page of YouTube. Subsequently, she was able to create more videos and help to dominate multiple positions, even all 10 positions for some of our terms. Do you agree that that is an amazing, amazing skill to have? If you agree, type in agree inside of the comments. Agree. Because with that skill, to be able to do SEO alone, to be able to get onto the first page, not even that, page 1, number 1, or even all 10 positions, how much can you command for a skill like that? If you can do this for your local clients, if you can now also do this, as we just talked about, in multiple different languages, which means that worldwide, globally, so much that you can do. Imagine how much you can command for that. Yes, I know many of us are in different countries. Some of us, in fact, many of us probably in Malaysia right now, we're thinking, oh yeah, you know what? I can probably talk to a local business and maybe, just maybe, we can go for a business, which, by the way, let me share with you, right here in Malaysia, a typical on average SEO service, you can charge 2,000 to 3,000 Malaysian ringgits a month, every single month. Yes, it's not just one time, it's a monthly service that you can charge. And if you have a bigger company, a bigger industry, people who might even be in real estate, lawyers, doctors, they would be willing to pay you even more just because it's just a tiny little bit more competitive. And so when you're there, maybe now you can say, oh, 5,000 ringgits every single month for those of you who are in Malaysia. How many of you agree that 5,000 ringgit a month, every single month, is not too shabby? Nothing to sneeze at, right? Definitely something that is pretty respectable. 5,000 ringgit every single month. For those of you who might not be in Malaysia, 5,000 Malaysian ringgit is about 1,250, 1,300-ish, depending on the conversion rate. That's how much it is in USD, 1,000 plus. So even if you're thinking 1,000 plus in USD every single month per client, that's also not too shabby. Would you agree? And keep in mind, now with the power of AI, most of us don't even know the algorithm. We don't even know the Google system. We don't even know how it's done. All you got to do, as we demonstrated yesterday, is what? Copy and paste. If you can copy and paste, congratulations, you are more than overqualified. Peter says 5,000 Malaysian ringgit is 2,115 in New Zealand dollars. I don't know, Peter. Is this something that is respectable in your country? 2,000